Hi guys, thanks for clicking on this video. I have done braids again. I've done knotless braids again. I do already have a tutorial on knotless braids, but the one I did before was for jumbo, chunky, like really big knotless braids. These ones I would say are more like medium size, and I did use a slightly different method for this size braid than the one before. So if you're interested in seeing how I got these medium size knotless braids, then keep on watching. So the hair that I used is Xpression hair. I used the colours 30 and the colour 8. Nostalgia. As you can see, when it's fresh out the packet, it's super long, which I didn't need. So I cut the hair in half and then fold the half in half again to get the length that I need, like this. I did the same with both colours and then blended the colours together to get this nice light highlighted brown. And here's what it's looking like so far. As you can see, the way that I part my hair has kind of like a brick wall effect. So I put the braid on top in between two braids below. That way the braids just fall nicer. So here what I'm doing is applying edge control around the base of the section. And of course, to start the braid, I start by splitting it into 3 sections. I braid a few times before adding in any hair. And to add the hair, I grab a tiny section and I pinch it between my finger and thumb. One section goes between my finger and thumb, the other section of hair goes over the top of my finger and joins in with that bit of real hair. I then braid 4 times. And then I add another section of hair. So pinch it between my finger and thumb. One half goes between my finger and thumb, the other half goes over, then braid 4 times. And again, grab a small piece of hair, pinch it between the finger and thumb, braid 4 times, and just continue doing that. For these size braids, I added 8 sections of hair into each braid, and each section of hair was super tiny. And after I added each section, I braided 4 times. So add a small section of hair, braid 4 times, add a section of hair, braid 4 times, add a section of hair, and do that until all 8 pieces have been added. And then when I get towards the end of the braid, I bring the hair around to the front and braid all the way to the end just to make it easier. So I'm going to show you that again, but I'll speed it up a little this time. So part the section, add the edge control around the base, split the section into 3 smaller sections to start the braid, braid a couple of times before I start adding hair, add a tiny section, pinch between the finger and thumb, and braid 4 times. Add a section of hair, pinch between the finger and thumb, and braid 4 times. Add a section of hair and continue doing that until all 8 sections are added. Here what I'm doing is applying edge control to the ends of my real hair. So when you get to the part where you're about to reach the end of your real hair, I apply edge control just to make it so that the ends of my hair don't poke out the braid as much. And then I just continue to braid all the way to the end. I just wanted to show you this side of my hair, because when I get to the side of my head, I do position my hands slightly differently. As you can see, my hands are more around the front rather than over the top and back of my head. And the way I add in the hair is slightly different because I braid in a different way. So here I'm adding the hair, and you can see that I'm adding it to 2 sections at one go and then kind of braiding it in. Again, I braid 4 times after adding a section of hair. Then I add the hair, attach it to 2 of the sections, and then continue to braid 4 times. It's kind of hard to explain this way, but I hope the visuals are good enough. So I add in, attach it to 2 sections of hair, and then continue to braid. It's just because it's awkward to do it the other way when you get to the sides of your head. So this is just the easier way to do it. Okay, I am done. Finally, I pretty much just spent the whole day doing that. That took around 6 hours. I did take some breaks, but if I just went all the way through, that would have taken me 6 hours. I only used 1 pack of hair. I mean, I did split. I mean, I opened 2 packets of hair because I used 2 colors, but in terms of like the amount of hair that I used, I only used 1 pack of hair. So this is super light. There is 31 braids in total, and it comes down to like just below my belly button, so they're kind of long. I'm really liking this colour. The colour isn't really showing much on camera, but it is quite a light brown. I always get scared with other colours. Like the colour 30 looks really gingery in the packet, but then when you actually start braiding it into your hair, it's not such a bold colour. So I think next time I'm actually going to use the colour 30 by itself rather than mixing it in with a darker brown, because I just didn't want it to look too crazy. But I quite like the light brown, so I'm going to go for that next time. But yeah, as always, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below and I will get back to you. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, all my socials are Abbie Curls, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.